Hello, good afternoon. How's it going? My name's Liz, and wanted to come on today and do a little reading of the general collective energies coming into this um, blood moon eclipse tomorrow, and a bunch of planets aligning, conjuncting. Mercury retrograde still in effect. So I'm going to do a quick singing bowl to cleanse the energy. I'm going to take a deep breath and then allow, if you're open to me reading the energy, just being receptive to bring through messages for the highest good of all, harm to none, and allow my higher self to connect with your higher self and your guides. Thank you for watching. And okay, so it's funny, I've been wearing a lot of blue lately. I'm feeling that like throat chakra, need to speak, and even though it's not easy sometimes, so maybe you're noticing that too, like words getting jumbled up. But I'm feeling called to start with this ancient priestess oracle. No ancient in there, just priestess. The priestess oracle today. So I'm gonna do a little shuffle because I don't remember the last time if I shuffled. So yeah, calling in on the highest light, or the enlightened darkness, who have unconditional love and wishes, benevolent wishes for the collective. Okay. And we got a couple cards. Ooh, Hathor, Etheric Light Temple, Ma'at, and so yeah, Ma'at, Hathor, and Etheric Light Temple. Ma'at is the goddess of balance, neutral truth, divine integrity. She's like a galactic priestess. And then Hathor is the priestess of love and fertility. I don't know if it's fertility, but she's like motherhood and music, or the Hathor. So they're pure love, creative expression, nurturing embrace. And then Etheric Light Temple, divine invitation, sacred assignment, greater impact. So yeah, these might be some of the energies we are called to sit with. And then Step Pyramid of Saqqara, ascension technology, spiritual initiation, divine order. So yeah, I'm getting the sense that this is part of that Etheric Light Temple, the divine invitation, the assignment, the greater impact is to spiritual initiation for a higher divine order. So love that. And oh, Sophia, yeah, I did kind of feel like that next card was going to be something for us. Source Mother, Sacred Wisdom, Elevation, beautiful. So lots of really beautiful supporting energies, feminine, divine feminine, unearthing energies, because that's all happening right now in the collective. Yes, it was significant last week with Venus coming into the sky again, and I was working a bit, communing with Inanna, who is a goddess that's very symbolic with Venus. She represents Venus apparently, and so it was really I'm always like amazed at all the synchronicities of when things are happening, and yeah, the way that certain energies I get called to commune with. So but anyhow, that's I have some lineage from Lebanon, so she's always been one of my guides, and I get a sense that's why, because I have great grandparents from that region, and so I feel that call of Inanna. Anyhow, I made myself a turmeric latte today with rose in it, so I don't know how it's gonna be. Pretty good. Okay, there's a little bit of stuff in it, but I didn't put it in a filter because I didn't really see a way to do that in my milk warmer, so that's okay. So let's do an archetype more about this wild unknown archetype about the Etheric Light Temple, Sacred Assignment. I get the sense it's a lot about our own transmutation, which is often the case in a lot of the readings I do, but let's see what this... do a little shuffle for these two. A shuffle, a shuffle. Shuffling's so enjoyable that I used to just like watch YouTubes and envy like people that shuffled really well. Not in like a way like a, you know, want what they have kind of way, but like more of like a, I'm just in awe about how cool it looks. And it kind of brings me back to like, so anyways, I just started doing it myself and it's very satisfying. I realize as someone that's always had like hand stuff, ooh, the sword, of like needing to move my fingers since I used to smoke cigarettes, that I've always kind of had a hand thing, where I need to keep my hands busy, and I feel like shuffling just fills that so nicely. So maybe you're being called to like have a beginner's mind about something that you feel called to do. I know I feel that call a lot. It's kind of like the trick of discerning like which one is aligned for me. Because some of us have so many things we want to do that we get a little lost in the sauce about like, oh, okay, well, which one do I do? But pretty much like listening to that discernment of your heart and being like, okay, this must be the one, the sword. This must be the one I'm going to pick my sword up for and go to working on the shadow, working on the light aspects, seeing there's like lightning coming through, so it's like powerful, faded. But I love the interpretations on these decks, so I'm gonna grab that out because yeah, it's a good one. It's a good deck. Great deck. So I was noticing today I only pull this deck out when I'm feeling a little spicy or shadowy, and which is like a lot of the time, I guess, but not a lot of the time. But anyways, I just noticed like when I'm going for certain decks, I'm like, oh yeah, I want to play with the shadow or be in with it today, be close with it, commune with it. And so I like how this card's very much like they're down with the shadow. It's half of them. So that's the subconscious. That's, you know, they say often the part of us that are choosing relationships, the part of us that are like, that's creating or sustaining or creating new cycles. And so to know that is to be wise, to be armed with that like conscious intention of your subconscious. Okay, so the sword, 189. 2. Okay. The knife, the blade, the weapon. To use the sword is to decide. The blade separates one reality from another. The choice is made and all else falls away. If you find the sword in your grasp, you can no longer hesitate. This weapon requires a clear and decisive mind and willingness to act. An onlooker may think the sword bearer is hasty and violent, but the most compassionate and responsible gesture is one that is honest, swift, and accurate. Our first encounter with the sword is at birth, when the cord we share with the mother is cut. This moment defines our separation from her and begins our journey of becoming ourself. We must make these cuts again and again. If we are to grow, decisions shape our life, and the sword is an infamous shaper of destiny. So when light, cutting through to what is essential, when dark, hasty, backstabbing, dull, and painful blade. Okay, contemplate the Buddhist philosophy of the first and second arrow. Swing the sword once with precision and commitment. More than that will be painful for everybody involved. Oh, okay, so this is like calling us to be really conscious of our intention, discerning and sure-footed, boundary making, prioritizing, clarifying are all gestures made possible by the sword. A sword is a metaphor for the pen and the brush, the artist's fierce and graceful tools. Oh, I love that. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Spirit. All right, let's see. So, we got chills all over. Let's do a Lemurian, Beyond Lemuria card. Just to get some more information on this initiation that we're embodying, the energy we're bringing in, the Step Pyramid Sakara, and this etheric light temple. We're definitely being called to do it with precision. Okay, it's a little too many, but I'm just going to take, well, we'll take them. Okay, Internal Explorer. Yeah, I love the colors were calling me to that. Violet. Very like crown, third eye. And then we have Healing. And Journey to Wholeness. Okay. So, yeah, we're being called to transmute our old patterns, our old limitations, and yeah, I'm seeing like a peony on her head. Might want to look and see that meaning behind that. Or it could be a lotus, could be a white lotus. I'm not so sure. Maybe check on that. It's now looking like a lotus to me, but either way, it's like really sparkly, like white, beautiful. She's very much in the water element too, so she's connected with the emotions, with the unseen, the subconscious. She has, we have a blue sapphire in there, so that's very much like Archangel Michael energy. So he may be one of your guides helping you. And then a lot of this, yeah, with the throat chakra too, kind of, I'm seeing this like she's using the knowledge of her watery parts of herself. She's getting little pearls of wisdom and is using that to be precise in what she's speaking, what she's transmitting into the world. Yeah, really beautiful, and it looks really galactic to me too, but I guess Lemurian archetypes usually are. So, Internal Explorer. And then Healing, we have this like spectrum of beautiful color, and yeah, that just looks activating on its own, but it's got a heart in the center. And, I'm feeling really drawn towards this like sacral root area of this energy that it's like this vacuum of power that's returned to it. There's like a ruby above and below it. It looks like a ruby kind of. So, oh yeah. Yeah, so it's like sacrally energy. And then we have like the figure 8 down there, the infinity sign. So it's like this gathering of our energy in the sacral as we are going into transmuting our past things and then coming into stability through this new awareness, giving people the experience of a different version of ourselves. So kind of having to stand true in who we are now, even though that may be different and foreign to other people, but we're bringing that truth into embodiment. So, and that has this like effect of like spreading upwardly to the rest of the chakras and increased connection. I'm getting very like a trident right up there, so it's like a Neptunian energy. Ooh, yeah, and I'm feeling that up my sacral back area as I talk about it. So we're working with the water elements for sure, and we're getting supported by these energies. So maybe there's some support for you there in working closer with water, communing with it, communing with Neptune, and oh yeah, chills. So confirmation, and then also this is a very watery energy. It's almost like she's underwater. There's water up here. So not, I also notice Ma'at, balance, neutral truth, and divine integrity. She's standing in water as well. Oh yeah, I just realized I didn't show you these cards either. They're gorgeous. So that's the Ma'at one, the first one we got. And here's Hathor. And she has the bull horns. She's often seen as a cow in mythology, Egyptian mythology. And then etheric light temple. Got this gorgeous, dreamy like clouds and white pillars. And then Sophia. Sacred Wisdom, and Saqqara, Pyramid of Saqqara. It's kind of like this step-looking one. I didn't get to visit that one when I was visiting, so it's nice to have things I haven't seen though, so I can have a really good reason to go back soon. Maybe you're being called to go visit Egypt or to do some astral traveling there. So yeah, she's working. This woman is a very like siren energy to me, almost like octopus energy too. So I guess she has tentacles with type, yeah, energy to her. So it's very shadowy, very watery, and being called into work with, like there's like seaweed, like interweaved with her hair, and maybe it's like the lotus roots. So she's in the mud level. She's communing with those other realms that are not in like our conscious waking. You know, she's going deep, she's diving deep to get to these truths, to her star energy, getting aligned with her truth. And we have lots of stars in there. She's got this beautiful rainbow frequency in her kind of sacral area, so it's like this spectrum of colors across all colors, kind of coming into that truth and wisdom. So it's like this creative awakening through that like stability in the sacral, I mean in the sacral and the root area. It's like this beautiful, expansive, like going up, spreading up healing. So I can see why these probably came out together. They look pretty similar. So okay, we have our sword, and just looking for where I'm feeling called to go next. We're doing this internal exploration of healing, finding this version of us to wholeness, kind of coming into our full spectrum self. We're supported by balance, truth, and Hathor, the love, and accepting this divine invitation, perhaps, and this greater impact. Yeah, I want to know more about this Sophia, Source Mother. Excuse me. Just turmeric. Chewing on. Okay. Let's get more about the Sophia energy, the sacred wisdom, elevation aspect of us that's here to support us. Using Shaman's Dream to clarify. Yeah, repairing the veil, forgiveness. So the Sophia Source Mother Sacred Wisdom Elevation is like our ability to be willing to love with an open heart, despite the hurts, despite the pains, despite the cycles, despite everything that didn't feel like it, landed the way we had hoped. Can you let that go? Can you love anyways, with healthy boundaries, of course, but can you send people love even with boundaries? Can you let the venom release that, express it through art? Can you transmute that without holding on the anger within us towards those lessons? Really, like, people are lessons for us a lot of times. Relationships are lessons. And can you see that that's just a veil, that all that was just your soul's test here of like, can you experience all these things and still have faith and still have love and still have hope? This is something, a theme I was just talking to my friends about today, about how we're really being called energetically to hold the line, and that desired dream reality that we want, that we're calling in, even though we don't see it in the 3D yet. We're being called to like embody it, feel it, trust it. And so yeah, we have a butterfly here, little needle and thread. So maybe we're the ones that are repairing the veil for this new highest timeline to come in, highest grid, earth grid to come in. And so there's like a lot of black, gray, dark matter behind the veil. It's all galactic looking, and lots of poppies. So those are very symbolic, I think, of like death. And but yeah, it's yeah. So can you see through the things you've had to face here in your human embodiment? Can you see that those are not 100% true? That we're all just energy here, a bunch of atoms crashing together in many different forms. And so can you have another higher perspective of like, that was maybe not just as true as anything else could be true. So just starting to question that, like, maybe this is it's been my test to come into my assignment, your greater impact, your life purpose. And another Garden of Venus, rest and renewal. Yeah, I get this one a lot, but right now we're very much in that rest, renewal phase. It's been hard work for those of us that are doing the transmutation. It has been hard work, and you deserve rest. 25 is the number on there, 7. It's a very spiritual number. But yeah, this is like this violet, soft, like nurturing, like rejuvenating energy of like rest and renewal. Take time, integrate it in your schedule because you're worthy of it. And this new version of you and allows that for themselves, deserves it. Like I'm sure that not all of us, when we envision our highest our dream life is like going to be, I just want to be like working hard all the time, and like the old world masculine ideals of like nonstop working. And like I could see maybe some people that are very enthusiastic, maybe that's just their mindset and their personality, and that's beautiful. I think we're all unique and we all have our own, but most of us are looking for rest and renewal because we've been working our butts off to like transmute the shadows and create the new realities that we really know we deserve and that we want. So yeah, take care of your adult, take care of your inner kid, take care of you, allow yourself this rest time. And it's just such a place, it's like a garden of Venus, so it's like this is where all the life springs. This is where all the Hathor, the pure love, the creative expression, the nurturing embrace. This is where you access Hathor's guidance. And or if you like Mary Magdalene is like another archetype that that the room of the like spiral wisdom of like pure birthing new creation, like the hall of creation, I don't know what you want to call it, like where you can commune with Mary Magdalene to like create from this very like healed feminine resurgence, like where it's honored with co-creative with the divine forces, like that takes slowing down, getting in rest, getting in sync, getting in flow, and integrating that highest vision timeline into that new creation. So, and then we also have Sky Dancers, Surrender. Yeah, so 8 and 4, 12, or 3, 3 portal tomorrow. So we are being called to surrender. This is a tough one. Yeah, very Fae energy too, with this like beautiful, like almost like moth dragonfly lady, fairy lady. But yeah, it's such a tough thing. We often as humans want to control, and I'm no stranger to that. So I'm really leaning into this period of surrender, and I'm gathering you've probably been called to do this too in your own life, in your own way. So yeah, I'm gonna actually read that. I want to read the book for that one, the interpretation thing about bobber. 48. Okay. Sky Dancers. Liberation from attachment, surrender. When a Sky Dancer appears, she's inviting you to welcome the deepest power of the feminine into your life. You've already overanalyzed your situation to exhaustion. Now is the time to invite the sacred feminine, the wisdom within your heart, no matter your gender, to guide you to success. If you have become earthbound, plotting and planning and praying for a change, cease and desist. Break the habit of being yourself, crows, of repeating the same behavior and hoping for a different outcome. Stop trying to figure it all out and stop overthinking it. Surrender. The Sky Dancers are heralding the arrival of a new relationship with yourself in your work or in your love life. Do not assume that this person or opportunity will rescue you. The only way to liberation is to kiss the ground goodbye and take flight, to rise above the fray and the drama of the struggling, arguing mind. Dance in the sky and view the madness below. By simply witnessing the actors and the human comedy unfolding on the ground, you are transforming it. As you observe the drama, you unleash the power of the sacred feminine that allows for resolution. The Sky Dancers know the maps of heaven and the way to the holiest and most sacred spaces on earth. They come to help you with your current life, and even more important, to guide you to the realization of your own divinity. Oh wow, that really brought it together. So yeah, the same like rainbowy, beautiful, like this is more orange and yellow energies, but yeah, we have to release. That means releasing the ego, releasing the version of us that used to feel the pain of those past things, and that's hard. It's like a death. It's like letting an old version of you die, and I really understand how tough that can be, and it's okay. It doesn't, we need to make space to grieve that. Sometimes that means being sad and holding on to, you know, the good things from those versions of us. It's not all getting thrown out, right? But now we get to transform into this newest version, becoming the witness rather than the reactor. Yeah, so you are the witness. You wield your sword by observing, and that brings us into more wisdom of how do we act very discerningly, and right, we only want to swing that sword once. So we have to be really in alignment with ourselves, with our higher self, with our own inner voice, to know when we're acting in alignment with this balance from Ma'at and the support of Ma'at and this like divine balance. And so if you want to check out, Ma'at has these I forget what they're called. It's like a codes of Ma'at. I forget what exactly the name of it, but if you look up her, you could see the rules of Ma'at, and they actually were what the I'm learning what the Christian Catholic was kind of inspired by to do the 10 Commandments. So they were originally from Ma'at and her scales of balance, of how to live a balanced life. And a lot of them are things like living in harmony with nature, with yourself, with other people. And so yeah, that might be something that can be inspiring to you, of how you know you're living in balance. Oh, I'm getting chills. Let me have some of my tea for a minute. So good besides the little sediment of what's it called? Of turmeric. Couldn't think of the word. Okay. So is now your time to allow this surrender to happen. Is now the time for you to allow yourself rest and renewal finally. Is now the time for you to trust and have hope, like unconditional hope. It's no one's asking you to do it overnight. No one's saying it's easy. All we're doing is saying to have faith and trust, and get solid with yourself inside internally, so that the things that happen outside of you do not affect you, so you can stay the observer. So yeah, that takes internal exploration. It takes forgiving ourselves, forgiving other people. If we're ready for that step, you know, that's when we know we can love unconditionally, is when we can even send the people that hurt us, wish them well, send them energy, positive energy, even if it's with boundaries, like that can be love too. Even though if we're with boundaries, like we can still send them, like I send people Reiki that I you know, I send them support, I send them love, because I do wish them well, even if, you know, it's not something that's aligned for us to be together in this period, in this lifetime. Like I love them. I see the love in them, and even if it's not for me to love them right now, I also know that I can send that love freely, because I've done that work to do the internal exploration and to connect with higher source, and so it's unconditional. It's not like sending me short or anything anymore. It's just like I just have that love for everyone, so like I can just send it to everyone, and it's not coming from me. It's just channeling through me. So, but you're the conduit. You're the person that can send that love that might help someone find the healing. Like you might be that tower in their life that helps them find peace, that helps them learn that lesson, that helps them close that generational cycle. And it's not always a fun and easy job to do, but it's also like, if it's going to help them to become their higher selves, and that's a beautiful, loving thing. So I am trusting that this landed well for you. I'm feeling like one more I want to do. I like this ancient sacred forest oracle. I keep wanting to say ancient, so we already know we're working with ancient energies here, but Pyramid of Saqqara is feeling very ancient to me, like ancient technologies coming in, codes that are coming in through our crown, this technology that's here to help us ascend, ascension technology, spiritual initiation. So let's get wait till I get my question. Let's get some clarity on healing. Just healing. This sacral energy starting from down the root sacral. Is there any supporting energies for that we could lean into? Maybe animals or archetypes to support us with this healing. Ooh, fire spirit. Yes, I've been feeling this in the energy. So maybe you're a fire spirit like me. Yeah, that's your element coming here in this lifetime. Or maybe you just are starting to dabble with that. But either way, regardless, this is like a priestess who's looks like the enlightened darkness. She's gone to the depths of her underworld to gain the wisdom and come back with clarity. And she's part of a tree. She is a tree. She has wisdom. So interesting. We have the earth and she has lightning coming down to her fire. So it's quite intense of a card. A 17 or 8 for the number. I've never read the thing on this one, so I want to see what they have to say about this fire spirit archetype. One jagged shard of lightning after another strikes the earth. Loud rumbling, crashing thunder reverberates through the forest. The trees seem to vibrate together as one being in response to the lightning. As the fire spirit activates the core of existence, extraordinary life force energy surges through your body and through the land. You can feel the vigor of the forest expanding majestically. So the message is, take action. This is not to hold the time to hold back in life. Do not repress what you feel or allow yourself to be drained by others. If you strive to meet everyone's expectations and fulfill the needs of others, but forget to honor your own needs, your energy field becomes depleted and dull. Yep, 101 on boundaries. Break free of your constraints. And it's okay if you haven't had a chance to like master that. A lot of us didn't have that model for us growing up and are just like getting competent with that. So it's never too late, but know that your energy is so valuable and worthy of protecting, and you are the one to do it. Break free of your constraints, whether self-inflicted or imposed on you by others. Activate your verve and your passion. Give your emotions free rein. Waves of energy will surge through you. Ooh, throat chakra. Waves of energy will surge through you as you spontaneously express yourself. Running on your own resources, however, can be depleting. Allow the creator to flow through you. Be open to receive, knowing that you don't have to do it all yourself. This replenishes your soul and supports you in accessing enormous amounts of energy. Yeah, so being open to receive, we have to surrender first to do that, to access enormous amounts of energy. So the power of fire spirit is renowned, one of the 4 prime elements. It's traditionally represents transformation. I'm having a hard time reading. Passion, zeal, enthusiasm, creativity, and activation. In many traditions, fire is synonymous with creation itself. Wow, creation with a capital C. Sorry, it took me a minute to reread that. I was like, why is that capitalized? Because it's freaking important. Creation itself. Let the fire energy of fire inspire action and movement for you now. The spirit of fire says, incredible vitality, life force, energy, and passion are expanding in your life. If you start to feel drained by the expectations of others, don't hold back. Ignite your inner fire. Speak your truth. Let the light of Creator surge through you. The Creator surge through you. Also capitalized. All right. Thank you, Creator. Thank you, Fire Spirit. Yeah. Okay, well that's exactly where I feel we needed to get inspired with that healing card. So tap into your inner fire spirit and yeah, just trust in what you're being called to do, the work you're being called to do, how you're being called to do it. Trust in yourself, trust in your ability, and yeah, I'm just thankful to get to do this and share this passion of, you know, just having fun playing with the energy. So thank you for trusting in me, and please like this. If you made it to the end, not everyone does, so that's special. And maybe leave a angel wing and a sword emoji and any other ones you feel called to. Maybe fire. Okay, thanks so much. Take care. Love you. Bye.